I wanted to read another passage from this book I'm reading by Christopher Reed. Um, he's at Warwick University, History Department, my old university. Um, and I read the previous passage was about their lifestyle, but this one is um, revolution. A revolutionary, Lenin as a revolutionary. And revolution is science as well as, but more than science, it's an art. Science, I'm talking, using in more general Latin sense, not in the modern science as knowledge. But for a revolutionary, you need knowledge, but you also need an art. And art is more than knowledge. It is something higher than knowledge to the overall assessment of the situation and the possibilities. I don't think that just comes from knowledge. It comes from knowledge plus experience plus, your dedication and all, your sort of sixth sense. I don't know what it is, but like in our literature, Islamic literature, that higher stage you call in Arabic you call al-ma'rifah. In Urdu and Persian we call it ma'rifat. The same word, you just write a bit differently. It's hard to translate into English without distorting it. Can call it intuition, but it's more. Anyway, and one of the part of this higher revolutionary insight is to recognize the moment. I think in German it's called Augenblick, and Heidegger uses it. It's more like a technical term. And Augen mean eye, Blick. So moment. So the blink of an eye. And to recognize in that moment, I think is the highest stage of revolutionary insight, I would say. And Reed in this passage, he makes this very clear. So I wanted to read that. And I don't think this is the passage. Yeah. So this is just from, I think, a month or so before the actual revolution, and Lenin had to go back in hiding to nearby Finland, and from there he was writing to his people in Central Committee and all that. So Reed describes some of his last thoughts before the revolution. Lenin's bombshell came in the form of a letter to the Central Committee and the Moscow and Petrograd committees of the party written like the above between 12th and 14th of September. The uncompromising first sentence said it all. The Bolsheviks, having obtained a majority in the Soviets of Workers and Soldiers deputies of both capitals, can and must take state power into their own hands. This was the first of an ever increasingly strident series of missives sent by Lenin to a variety of party bodies, but they all revolved around the message contained in the first sentence. No more pretense about peaceful development or power sharing. The emergence of Bolshevik majorities in the Soviets meant the time for decisive, unilateral, revolutionary action had come. The language Lenin used in his series of letters and articles betrays a desperate sense of urgency. Power must be taken at this very moment. So this recognition of moment is very important. I mean, you can make a mistake because there's no, as I said, it's an art. But you know, the true revolutionary leader recognizes the moment. Don't ask me how he or she does, but she does. Power must be taken at this very moment. History will not forgive us if we do not assume power now. That's the moment. Opposition to the idea is the most vicious and probably most widespread distortion of Marxism. That's Lenin's word. Opposition to the idea of capturing this moment, is the most vicious and probably most widespread distortion of Marxism, restored to by opportunists. Vacillation may ruin the cause. That's Lenin again. The crucial point of the revolution in Russia has undoubtedly arrived. And finally, to miss such a moment and to wait for the Congress of Soviets would be utter idiocy or sheer treachery. To refrain from taking power now is to doom the revolution to failure. Procrastination is becoming positively criminal. Delay would be fatal. Everything now hangs by a thread. So, this recognition of the moment and this sense of urgency, this is a judgment which a revolutionary makes. And capturing the moment is the most important thing in a revolution. So I think this what makes Lenin a successful revolutionary as far as the revolutions go is his ability to recognize the moment and capture the moment without hesitation and waver. Okay, thank you.